Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out the 24th most popular project in all the games. That is Lore, a beautiful adventure board game, a new take on old school fantasy. Lore is a unique game experience featuring intriguing mechanics and ... I love how you don't tell me what those mechanics are, or what those mechanics are a spin-off of. You know, some games will be like, it's the most unique take on deck building I've ever seen. Instead, you were like, you know what, we won't tell them. We'll just say we got cool mechanics and hope for the best. Also, the main image looks incredibly familiar. I feel like there's 2 or 3 other games that have like that exact same font, kind of. So I see the box here, I can kind of see the artwork, but not really. I would zoom in on something, because right now we're not really zooming in on much of anything. But I do like the medium weight, 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes. I do like that front and center on the marquee. I might mention the price, especially if this is a self-contained, 45, 55, 60 bucks, depending on what it is. But main image, no video. Okay. So you better wow me on the story, because statistically, if you do not have a video, your likelihood of failing on Kickstarter goes down, or goes up exponentially. Now, they've already succeeded. 3 days left to go. This has crossed the finish line, so that is a moot point. But I can't help but say to myself, I wonder if they'd have more if they had a video, a better video. Well, a good video. I guess there's no such thing as a better video, because there is no video, but a good video. But 700 people have brought this to life. Let's go find out about these intriguing mechanics. Name's Josh, a longtime lover of books and games. I've been a casino dealer for many years, and I'm looking to kickstart my creative dream for board games with Lore. Collaborators, Quicksilver Studio. Okay, so they backed a bunch of other stuff. Quicksilver offers a complete solution to take your game from design to finished product. We offer development, art, marketing, and publishing services for tabletop game creators, whether an established publisher or an independent designer. Okay. So this is a company that's taking this guy's game, and he's helping him out with him. Okay. Myths and Legends shall be... So can you do it? I don't know. Hopefully you spotlight that. I don't know anything about Quicksilver Studios. I don't know what they've done. And if they've done some other stuff, hopefully you tell me when we get to right now in the story, because the video sure didn't do anything. Myths and legends shall be told of heroes quick, wise, strong, and bold. Blah. Lore is a charming board game adventure, characters and storytelling. Redundant. A game for everyone that loves fairy tales and timeless myths. A new tape, blah, blah, blah. Come on. We got artwork, we got people, yeah, I get it. Lore, here we go. Lore is a thematic game of action selection, card play, dice rolling, and character building, sprinkled with seeds to grow your own story. Interesting. We've crafted it with the utmost care, quality, components, and a treasure trove of lavish art. Okay. There's the game. Looks like a game. $59 plus shipping, so I see that it's going to be MSRP. Hopefully shipping's pretty reasonable. I don't really have a feel for the size of this box, but it doesn't feel like it's a super large box. Hopefully you give me the exact dimensions. So we get one Lore board. Once again, I'd love to know the dimensions of this, especially if the dimensions of this happen to be roughly the dimensions of the box. That'd be nice. 1 day board, 1 merchant board. We got these things, which don't... Are these asymmetric? I think. They're different characters, so I'd imagine the wizard is different from the bandit. And I'm wondering if the rogue and the bandit are just because... Yeah, I'd like to know more. I feel like you hit everything from me here, and without any, basis to stand on from a video that might tell me more about your game, I'm not really excited. It's like, okay, cool. Stuff, 4 double-sided character boards. We got these. These are the 6 double-sided field boards. Cool. They look like artwork. I mean, there's not much to go off here. 4 character tokens, 1 day tracker, 4 dueling dice, 1 monster dice, 3 treasure dice, 80 tracker cubes. So price-wise, it seems reasonable for what I'm getting. I don't feel like I'm getting gypped here. 40 event cards, 12. So it looks like we got like 100-ish cards, 94, 106, 130. No, close to around 160 cards. It's a good chunk of cards. 170, a rule booklet. Hopefully we make that clickable. Champions of Lore, $700. That is quite a jump there. Quite a jump. So you're going to need to convince me to spend $640 more. Not much excitement on this one. No, none at all so far. I still just kind of want that gameplay video, or a video telling me like what's going on or how the game works a little bit more. 1 signed copy of the game. Don't care. Your likeness in the game. Cool. That's it. So we'll sign your box, and we'll have artists do one piece of art, and it's $640 more. See, this pledge level, you can get away with it if you have something that I want. And maybe it's the artist. Maybe the artist is some really well-known artist that's just like amazing. And Paulini, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Great looking art. Maybe make it clickable. You know, if you're pounding your chest that hard about your artist, why don't you make it clickable so we can go see some more of their work? One stretch goal to rule them all. Double layered and double sided character boards. Dual layered. Cool. Double layered and double sided. So dual layer. Okay, so it's going to be fancy. It's already double sided, right? Like we already have double sided boards. Yeah, everything's double sided. I don't fully understand the half of that stretch goal, but I do get excited about the other half of the stretch goal. 659 backers made it possible. We got that. And then we have this one backer, drops $700. Champion of the Lord Mercenary, one backer. That's all it takes. 408. Wow, this is a lot of people. 714. That's 28. That's $3,500. Cool. It's a huge chunk of what they got, right? No, it's not. I'm thinking of something else. How to play. Wow. That's a preview. Okay, thanks for getting me excited. Preview, play. Oh, full playthrough. So yeah, here we go. I can pinpoint exactly what they did here. And it is a common fallacy that I see amongst a lot of people who hire content creators to do videos for them. They just assume, got the videos will drive the interest to the page. Used to be the case. Very well used to be the case. However, now that there are 500 content creators doing that, and not even 500, 1,000 board games coming out on Kickstarter a year, doesn't work. That's the bare minimum. You can't, put me a damn video here. Now, this is good. Let's go on an adventure. What is this? This is a preview. Whatever. Learn to play with 1-minute board games. That's not, okay. That's not, I'm not, so there's not a how-to play video. There is a gameplay, though. Love that. Previews, gotta have those. So there we go. Here, draw an event card. Draw an event card and resolve its effect. Events come in many kinds, from situations to enchantment and characters. If a player loses to a monster, you may play this card, take no loss effects, and shuffle the monster back into the monster deck. Okay, good chunk of text there. You move around these boards. Got it. Do an action. Choose one of the actions underneath the merchant board and resolve its effect. That looks... Okay, it looks like Flamecraft. I mean, that's the first thing that's hit me right there. I just played it a month ago, and it's like, yeah, it looks like Flamecraft a little bit. Types of actions you choose are lore. Tell your life's tale in collaboration with other players and add beautiful tapestries to the board, earning bonuses and points. So, okay. So, artwork and stringing together a little bit of theme. But it's not really, yeah, never mind. You could role play. Yeah, I suppose you could role play it, if that's your thing, but it's just not doing it for me. But, once again, they do have the rule booklet, they do have the gameplay, they got a preview, they got a 1-minute preview. So, however you want to find out about this game, they've got it for you there, just not in the video. They couldn't be bothered to make a video. Why would they do that? And that's the other thing. I immediately have a negative opinion about Quicksilver Studio. And I shouldn't say this as a content creator, but quite frankly, I don't give a damn. All right? If you, if I was talking to Joshua, it'd be like, if this was not your idea, if you were not like, I do not want a video, and Quicksilver Studio is like, yeah, sure, whatever, no video. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta know better than that. Come on. And it's funded. They got over the hump. But it's rough. So shipping. So that's a fantastic shipping price. So we're $66 in and out the door. That's not an unreasonable price at all. So honestly, how much is it? Great price. I don't have an issue with that price at all. $66 in and out the door. I might spotlight that right from the jump because you put $59 plus shipping. But once again, the majority of the people that are going to be here are from the United States of America. That's just how Kickstarter works. Yes, the overwhelming majority of the people here. So it's like 500 people, so 497 in America, and then 201 every other country in the entire world. So yeah, mention the $7. Mention it's $66 in and out the door. Because I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people, especially with a game like this where I'm not worried about it coming to retail. It's not like your AEG or Eagle Griffin Games or Queen Games where it's like, I can just pick this up at retail. No, this one probably is never going to see another second print run. Ever, potentially, unless it's great. If this is just good, if this is okay, probably not going to happen. Or if the artist is like super famous, but once again, they didn't really spotlight that artist, so I'm assuming that's not the case. That's not the reason people are coming here. So 5 updates. Check it out. Lore is funded. As of today, Lore is fully funded. Crossed the fence yesterday. Thank you all so much for helping us to get to this point. Your support of Lore has been truly incredible. Seeing all your enthusiasm for this project, the comments, messages, internet has been a wonderful experience, and I'm so glad to be able to get the game to your tables. So they haven't mentioned their pedigree in any way, shape, or form, which I always find interesting. So let's go do some snooping on the Board Game Geek, because I always like to check out that before because once again, this could go 2 ways. Either, yeah, they're not mentioning their pedigree because they have no pedigree and this is their first time designing a game ever, which is fine. Or they do, and it's a bad pedigree or a good pedigree. Either way, I like to see that. Designer Diary Lore, that's nice. Solo mode, BGG wet, questions for the creator. Okay, so yeah. They design anything else? No, this is the first time. So Campfire Games, this is also probably their company. Okay. So first time designer. Cool. You so look at the gameplay video. Congratulations. What a lovely update to wake up to. I'm so happy. Excellent done. Congrats. So happy. Great news. I did not expect it this soon, but it still gives us a chance to hit the 60K mark. All right. There's people that want to see him succeed, and he succeeded. EU2 shipping in 2 new videos. Thanks to all your now 30% funded support has been incredible so far. If you'd like to see some additional ways to boost the campaign and help us get funded, we provided a list in our first update. Oh, what? So maybe you put this onto your story somewhere. Like, these are great things that you could do. All right. Check out the comments. Give this one a grade. Congrats, very excited. Congrats, excited to get the game in my hand. Congrats, just people excited. That's it. Well, that's all we got? Okay, cool. Hey, folks, we had an interested party who wanted to ensure the game got funded, hence the rush. So with 3 days to go, that's stretch goal. Yeah, okay. So it's one of those type of situations. Got it. So, okay, either way, cool. They got it. 43, so they dropped 7 on them. Because they were probably projected to probably not hit it, honestly, before that big fish came in there. And a lot of the times that's the designer of the game. Or someone who's attached to the game is like, yeah, I'll throw in $5,000 to make sure, to push this over the finish line. And then what a lot of companies will do is if they get now real people backing, hoping to get that $60,000, they'll be like, yeah, dial it back a little bit, dial it back. And I'm not insinuating that's what they're doing, but I mean, it's what a lot of people do. I did it. I'll be honest with you, I did it when I ran a Kickstarter 10 years ago or whatever it was, for a board game, not for Bowers Game Corner, but for the board game I did. Anyway, 52. So, do I want it? I mean, not really. It doesn't seem that unique or special or different. It seems like it's going to have one of those themes where it's like, yeah, you make the theme. This thing's happening, and this thing's happening. But if you want to, you can talk about how they all got strung together. But hey, we got pretty artwork. I wish they would have focused a little bit more on the cards, honestly. Because when I see cards, I see a good chunk of text. Like, I want to know what this card does. I want to know more about what's going on. But at the price, how much is it? $66? It's a reasonable price, And they have... So they need to do a 1,000 print run, a 750 print run. Most likely they'll do a 1,000 print run, maybe 1,500 print run. They got $52,000 to do that. I think that seems very reasonable. So can you do it? Yeah. I feel fine, even though they're a first-time designer. You're going to have to watch the video to see if it's your cup of tea. But do I want it? Not really. Like, just the lack of the video just kind of killed everything. And then the main image, as I mentioned, like in the title. The reason why I chose this, because I thought this was a reprint of something else. Like, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this exact font, and it looks so bland. It looks like milquetoast to me. And then you kick it off with no video, and you just bank on the fact, we paid a lot of money for these videos down here. See these videos down here? We paid a lot of money for these. A lot. You go look up Man vs. Meeple Tantrum House Dice Tower preview costs, and then 1 minute board games, which I imagine is substantial. I don't know how much she charges, but like that's some cash right there. That's a lot of cash, and they banked on that instead of putting together a video. And I feel like that was a big misplay. But they did get over the finish line. Once again, looks like a little backdoor shenanigans. But hey, whatever happens. So final grade. Man, what do I feel like they did great? That's what I was trying to focus on. I do like this on the marquee. Medium weight, 2 to 4 player game. I like the price. I like the fact we didn't beat around too too far to get to the price. We mentioned it right here. I think I'd mentioned that shipping, especially the United States of America, that's predominantly three-fourths of your people from the United States of America. So mentioned that this is $66 in and out the door. That's such a small amount of money that I feel like most people are just gonna be like, yeah, I'll throw caution to the wind. This honestly, to me, feels like an older school style Kickstarter, like a Kickstarter from like 5 years ago, back before it used to be $250 monstrosities every single week. Numerous ones potentially every single week. This looks like a little bit of a throwback. So I'm rooting for this game. You got a rule booklet. You got how to play video. Kind of. You got well, it's more like a preview. You got the gameplay. So I guess I'm going to go with a D+. I think. Like, they got a lot of stuff they need, but it's just fail to capitalize on the excitement. Like, I'm just nothing about this grips me. It looks like generic fantasy. It looks like fantasy artwork that I've seen in other games. You know, like everything about this to me looks generic. And that's not necessarily a deal breaker, but I think you really got a kick in the door with that video and just to not have anything at all, along with that main image, which is so incredibly generic, it tells me nothing. Oh, it's a unique game experience. You know how many times I have heard that from someone who's probably played about 15 games and decided, I can do this. I got one right over there. Rocket Fire. From somebody who made, they made a game, they made video games. And then it feels like they played Catan, they played Machikoro, and they played Splinter. It's like, I can do this. You know, it's just, tell me a little bit more from the main image. And Rocket Fire, by the way, is actually a decent game. I enjoy that one. But it's just, so often I see people say it's unique, and it's like, yeah, is it really? Or are you just, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a D+. I think D+. I'm in that range. I could be talked into either of them. I do like the price. I think they're at the $66 price point. They mentioned. I'm gonna go with a D+. Let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade for Lore, a beautiful adventure board game? Like, yeah, again, like, come on. Like, do you really need to spotlight them? Okay. D+. Let me know in the comments below. It's your final grade for Lore, a beautiful adventure board game. If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 17,000 subscribers in 2023 to make it my biggest year ever. Have a great day. Bye-bye.